Well, my preparation began about 3 years ago. All the simulator work I've done for the previous guys of our team. I learned a lot. I think what we've created as a team has prepared me really well. And obviously just moving now from Gen 2 into Gen 3, we had limited time with the car on track, but we spent a lot of time again in the simulator, a lot of time at the factory with the engineers, and me as a rookie just trying to understand absolutely everything I can. Yeah, I mean, Formula E and Formula 2 are two very different beasts. I always sort of talk about, when I've been asked similar questions before, that Formula 2 is very aerodynamic or aerodynamically driven. Formula E is very mechanically grip driven and software driven. So the cars feel very, very different to drive. The car in Formula E is always moving around on the limit of mechanical grip, and the tyre we have here with Hankook, it's always moving, and then you have a lot of work to do in calibrating the software, the brake settings, the energy management side of it, to try and get the best out of your package. In terms of working styles, it feels like the same team. Just feels like I'm wearing a different T-shirt, so to speak, and I think that's a big positive. We had a very successful team previously. I think what we're able to bring to the championship and then put into the race cars on track has been very good. So moving into a new era of Gen 3, I think it was good or important that we kept that. Obviously, there's a few new faces, but they've settled in, seamlessly, and we're looking good so far. Oh, I mean, if before this weekend, I would have said Diriyah. Very sort of Formula E terms, very medium to high speed driven. A lot of left and right change of direction. Walls waiting to welcome you if you get it wrong. I think actually, having driven this track now in India and Hyderabad on the simulator, it's very challenging as well, and in some ways similar to Diriyah in the second half of the lap. So I think this track will be quite challenging. I think it's probably not a toss-up, but a choice between probably going to Australia or having another race in America somewhere. I think. I'd like to. Obviously, we don't have New York back anymore, but I would like to almost go back there in the future. Other than that, I think somewhere like Los Angeles would be great.
So far, it has been a very good experience. I like Formula E a lot. I've done one season already in season 7. Coming back now, everything has changed. New cars, new teams. But it's a very high professional championship. Very good manufacturers, high professional teams and drivers. So obviously one of the best championships you can be in. There are quite big differences between the teams. It feels like McLaren, the team itself, has been in Formula E already for many years, which they have been for just a different brand. But they work a bit more structured, a bit more to detail. But on the other hand, both teams, Audi and McLaren, are obviously chasing the same goal, which is always to win. So this is very similar between both teams. But yeah, the working structure is very different. Yeah, we're looking already into optimizations for our long runs, race pace, if you want to call it. Especially in long runs and race, there's a lot of software involved. So we tried really, looking into detail what we can improve in terms of software side, how we regain a bit of efficiency. It's not a lot, but definitely it's a few percentage, and these few percentages make a difference in result. So whatever we can find already helps for better results this weekend. But yeah, it's mainly improving our software, but also obviously a bit on driving side. So for us drivers to maybe extract a bit more from the car.
Perfect.